with another episode brought to you by Law Nation Sports. I got the one and only on Wednesday. You may say this and that, but I'm going to say it just like this. We got Ashley. Hey, ho, come on. Let's get it.
Hey, I love your intro music, bro.
Come on, y'all. Hit that like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go. Come on.
Yo, your intro music is so, I love the intro music every time. I really be jamming with it. What up,
Yes, it did. I know you didn't want to stop. We just still wanted to go bounce around and get this thing going. You already know. We wanted to keep going. We wanted to continue to go because last week we want to put that behind us. We wanted to still go. Yeah, we just still want to.
I got a little drink next to me. Not a drink, but I'm going to just.
Yeah, it make you want a day drink. I was sitting here ready to say 2,000 Ravens ain't got nothing on us. You know what I'm saying? The 2002 Bucks, man, who? And the LOB is now LOD. And that hushed me up real good.
Slow your roll, Smoking Joe. Slow your roll. Look. What's up, Cowboys Nation, Law Nation? What's going on, y'all? I'm happy. I'm happy to be back.
I blame you. That's what it was. I blame you.
Why?
Because you was all international. You know, you was out there with Mai Tais in the beautiful sand with the water where you can see the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You can see the fish swimming in the water where you was at.
Let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
Mexico was amazing. Cancun, the border is beautiful. It ain't a whole rack of pesky college kids. No shade to the college kids in the chat. But I ain't got to worry about no college kids at this time of the year. Cancun, just kick back, chill. The weather was dope. The views were beautiful. Thank God I was home in time to see that beat down because that would have ruined my trip. I was already home. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. Talk to me. I'm on the way back. I'm going through customs.
Okay.
Coming in. Watching I was about to curse. Watching this from my phone. Streaming. Shout out to Streamings. Watching it on my phone, Streamings. And I'm huffing and puffing. I'm pissed off in that customs line. I'm cursing them. People walk. You should have seen the way people. This had to be maybe the first couple drives. I'm just like, what are we doing here? I immediately saw just so many bad things that I know we're gonna tap into, love. But I was not. I turned it off a couple times. I turned the game off a couple times because I've noticed sometimes I turn it off. They not that pressure because I ain't watching it. Nah, that ain't happened this time. I turned it off, turned it back. I did it about 2-3 times. I'm like, all right, well, it's just one of them Sundays, man. So you know.
I don't know what happened.
Colorado got smoked.
Oh my God!
Colorado gets smoked. I'm like, oh my God, this was crazy. I landed to 20-70. I landed to 70-20. I landed to see the Commanders get dusted by the Bills. I was like, oh, this is
you're gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
And then Dallas. God damn. Them daggone Cowboys, Lord. Them daggone Cowboys, y'all.
Against the Cards, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God. Like at least I can get the offense just a little bit, right? But the defense, and you hit me up, I couldn't even respond to you because I wanted you to enjoy your time with the Trayvon Diggs thing. You hit me up, I was like, nah, I'm going to let. I read it. I said, I don't even want to entertain. I want you to continue to sip on the Mai Tais. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy yourself.
That's another thing. I land. We're on the way up to the room.
Right.
Here come the notification. Trayvon out with the ACL. I was sick the first 6 hours there. I was like, this just was not like. It didn't start off good, but it ended up being amazing in the middle of that. I had to listen. Trayvon would have wanted me to have a good time.
Yeah. Hey, so this is how it happened. When the Trayvon Diggs news hit, I was still alive. So you know how you hear somebody went down in practice? Oh. I'm thinking that, hey, it's bruised. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be out by 2 or 3 weeks. I was thinking from that aspect. Right when I ended my live stream, it says, da-da-da, Dun-dun-dun. Trayvon Diggs is now out for the remainder of the season due to an ACL tear. I'm sitting here like I'm cussing. I don't cuss that much on live, so I'm cussing. God, I'm cussing left and right. You know what I'm saying? And then I go live. Hey, I got to report that Trayvon Diggs it killed me because I'm DB all the way. You know what I'm saying?
But
I know.
I feel like the news came super fast. Like,
right.
I'm like, okay, he was on crutches. We'll find out what's going on tomorrow. Yeah. MRI, what tomorrow? Tomorrow. Give me a day. Give me a day. That thing came through like, you know what I'm saying? That thing hit like crack in the 80s. I'm like, whoa, this is fast. Like, how did they even? Whatever.
Man, Kill Bill style, man, scissor. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it just came and it just took the little pride that we was going to talk about all for the future, because what it robbed us of is it was 2 games that I circled on the calendar. There was a guy for the 49ers. He was talking all of that stuff of what he's going to do to Trayvon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was like the 3rd string wide receiver. I think his name is Jennings or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He was like the dude talking all that stuff. I was like, yeah, when week 5 get here, we're going to see who's going to be in handcuffs. And then down the line, we were going to see what Stephon Diggs will get put in the handcuffs. But, man, that took away all of the doggone thunder smoke that I was really to put out there. But it was just crazy, bro. It was crazy, you know.
It was crazy, and more craziness followed after that. But, you know. Listen,
what happened? What happened from your perspectives in this game, in this past game? We're gonna talk about it and we'll move on. But what happened?
Well, like I said, in the customs line, the first thing that immediately struck me was the lack of run defense. That is something that I have just been so proud to, brag about my defense.
Right.
And to be honest, I guess. Damn, who's the Breece Hall? Breece Hall is a decent running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we didn't see a capable running back already. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, we've tightened up on this run defense a little bit.
Right.
Now, I'll say this. Maybe they, I know Micah was on his podcast and a couple of guys came out and said, the energy was just a bit different without Trayvon being out there. And that's fine. I completely understand that. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm chucking it up to, them coming out flat and it was just a bad game because they really were missing the presence of Trayvon Diggs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if, in fact, we really still have a really bad issue with the run. That was my biggest thing. That was the first thing that immediately stuck out to me. I'm like, yo, they're running all over us. That's the issue. Then I saw us go down into the red zone, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times. I think about 5 or 6 times we went down into the red zone and only came away with 1 score, something very similar to what was going on the week prior. And I'm like, okay, we weren't getting in the red zone last week. Now this is an issue. Now I'm seeing it 2 straight weeks. I don't like that. I saw sometimes where Dak could have used his legs. Right. I saw sometimes where Dak could have been a little bit more decisive, been a little quicker, taking what the defense gave him. That's what I expect him to do. I saw him. He could have did that a couple of times. I saw a couple balls go off some receivers' hands. I saw a couple times when the receivers ain't play the whole way through a particular plays. I saw a lot of stuff. There's a lot of blame to share. It's not on one particular person's. The penalties. Oh my God.
Yeah, 13 of them. Let me order 13 penalties in no digs in a pair of on the side. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what happened. You had a great info on that. We did great against Saquon Barkley. We did great against Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. So when James Conner, we was like, hey, this is gonna be recess,
For sure. And that's why I'm like, maybe it was a little bit of, maybe it was more of Trayvon than what they're willing to admit, and we're willing to be like, okay, it maybe this week will be better. This week better be better. You know what I mean? I mean, so they know Zeke's running style. They've practiced against this guy. You know what I'm saying? And who's that second running back?
Stephon, something Stevens Montry. You talking about for the Patriots? Steven, I believe is. Y'all help me out. I always jack up that
Never heard
kid's
of him.
name.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Hey, hold on. I ain't gonna say that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Joshua Dobbs looking like Dick out there. Shoot.
But we'll see. We'll see going forward. We got some big tests coming up. We got the Patriots coming up, and Bill Belichick is a great mind. If he see a weakness, he's going to poke at that weakness. Be very, very clear. So they're going to be looking to establish first of all, anything to keep the ball out of Mac Jones' hands and having to throw anyway is something that Bill Belichick is going to be looking to do. So they're going to be looking to expose that weakness. So I expect them to try to establish the run very early in this game. And then we got Christian McCaffrey coming up the week after. We gotta nip this in the bud, man. This cannot be an issue this year. It just cannot. Yeah. And again, I trust Dan Quinn. I trust my defense. I trust that we got the really just bad game out of the way just really early. That's what I trust.
Yeah. And then that's what my brother, he's in the chat, Twin Empire. He said the same thing. What happened to his Niners last year? They lost a horrible game, a close game.
They lost in the tsunami to the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. And then he talked about the Broncos. They lost to the Broncos. Who lose to the Broncos nowadays? You know, so crazier things happen through the season. So hopefully we got our and one thing, Twin. I should have sent you a link because one thing I can tell you for sure is he said the Cards give him fits, when they had, of course, Kyler Murray and all of those boys. But now they got a dude, hey, Josh Dobbs, you just don't know. He's the unknown, so he got that cranium head. You just don't know what is in there. He's going to be super athletic and just do crazy plays. And sometimes when you have a defense that's so dependent on, hey, we're going to stop the run in the middle. Our edge guys are going to go rally and chase and hit the quarterback. I think that this particular defense, I'm talking about our defense now, the Cowboys, I think our kryptonite are running quarterbacks.
For sure. I think that I made mention of that last year. We struggle with mobile quarterbacks. Any type of mobility, we're going to struggle. I don't know how you don't really just, obviously the solution is not as simple as just a spy.
Right.
Because he would have done it already. We got some stuff coming down the line, man. We got some tests. Ultimately there's no moral victories in any capacity from this. You are supposed to win that game. You're supposed to win the games that you're supposed to win because we have some tough games coming down the line on this schedule. You got to win that game against Arizona, man. It's a conference game, by the way. You have to win those games. They dropped one. I expect them to bounce back this week against the Patriots. We'll see.
Yeah, and this should be a game but the only thing is, even though he talked NyQuil, and I might pull up his clip, he is a dude. He talked literally NyQuilian. Here it is right here. Let's listen to him.
Last year, but Jerry, Steven, put together a great organization, and Mike, has kind of evolved things a little bit this year with. Offensively with his role in it, and Dan does a great job. Their defense, which is once again near the top of the league in a lot of categories.
Man, it'll take us 10 years, and it's a 4-minute video.
And
Bones I am falling asleep over here. I ain't gonna lie.
Great job. The kicking game, they're very aggressive.
Let me not even put him up.
Look, you see me, Law. It's giving very melatonin.
Man, he got that melatonin voice.
Sleep. It's time to go to sleep. Crazy.
If you ever need your kids to go to bed, just put on Bill Belichick.
Stop giving y'all kids Benadryl to go to sleep. I said it. I know y'all in the chat. Give them no Benadryl, Belichick.
They give him Belichick.
No more Benadryl. Stop giving y'all kids Benadryl, man. Y'all using the wrong B. That's crazy.
Yeah. The kids immune to Benadryl. They take them things like vitamins, that you got some more of that, what I'm saying? God no. The instructions, you be reading the instructions. Okay, it says no more consult a doctor after more than 2.
That's why they came up with the kids melatonin, because the kids have been immune to the Benadryl. It's melatonin time.
It's melatonin time for your mind. Okay.
But
salute to
you were
you
saying about Bill.
for the super chat. Leanna, I'm messing up your name.
Lanaya.
Say that one more time.
Lanaya,
appreciate you for the super sticker, for the $9.99 for your mom. Appreciate you, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, no, you were saying something about Belichick.
Yeah, Bill Belichick. Yeah. Well, he is the ultimate. I know every move that you think you're going to do, and anything that you try to show me differently, I already cover it. So Bill Belichick got principles put into place. The only time that really kills him are the exact same thing: running quarterbacks and that wildcat stuff that used to get him off of his God dog, what's going on here? So you're gonna have to utilize CeeDee Lamb in a different light. I remember in 2021, CeeDee Lamb, the way he kind of exploited their defense is by moving him around every spot. He played the X, he played the Y, he played the Z. So even though all of us got angry, upset at Kellen Moore was in his bag in that game. You know, he was.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can everybody in the chat hear me? Because I can't say this too loud because I don't want to get clipped or nobody. Can y'all hear me?
You better not. You better go.
I think we missed Kellen Moore.
Oh no! Come on now. Listen. No.
I think we missed Kellen Moore a little bit in the red zone. Just a little bit. Just a little. Stop, y'all. Stop that. Just come on. Stop. Just be honest with yourselves. When we had Kellen, we was in that red zone. Don't play with me. When we had Kellen, we was in the red zone. Now I expect Big Mike to get it together, but I missed him a little bit. Just that little bit. I ain't saying we need. So
what you did was you picked up the phone and said, "Hey, big head."
No, listen. I was like, oh man, the Chargers picked up their dub. There's a couple of things that we were missing, but that red zone. And listen, I'm joking about the Kellen Moore thing. Like that, once that game got out of hand, the man wouldn't have known what to do situationally anyway. Listen, I know what Kellen Moore is. Let's be very clear. But Mike McCarthy, he got to be better. I am paying attention to the coaching matchup here. It is Bill Belichick, by the way, like you're saying. And like you said, he always a step ahead of you.
Let me ask you this, though. Let me flip it another way. Not just the coaching philosophy of play calling. There's two guys that, a third of the Cowboys fan base is saying, hey, we shouldn't have got rid of them. Zeke is 121. Can you do something for me?
Hey.
Hey, and then the other guy's Dogs and Schultz. So I'm old school, Ash. And they say a new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. Old folks be knowing that. So, right. So what I'm saying here is that the tight end will always be the quarterback best friend. We went with the mindset, let's go youthful, right? Let's go with Fergs. Let's go with Hendershot. Let's draft the guy that's older than both of those guys by the name of Luke Schoonmaker. And sometimes when you're in those close corners, that new broom can't get them doggone corners. But an old tight end would know how to wiggle and know how to get small and skinny and find the opening soft spots in the zone and be able to catch the ball. Now, I'm not saying you go pay $14.5 million for Dalton Schultz because that's what he was asking for. He was asking for north of what Dallas Goedert got and somewhere around what Mark Andrews got. So we wasn't going to pay that. But what the Cowboys should have done, hear me out, put the butter knife down. Don't shank me with it, y'all. Put that butter knife down. What the Cowboys should have done is look into this thing and find another veteran tight end that knows how to find the end zone And I think that would have been beneficial, not to pay $14 to $15 million for Dalton Schultz, and not even to re-up Ezekiel Elliott because he wanted $8.5 million. That's a lot of coins. What's your thoughts on that?
The tight end room for any team is just going to just open up so many things. It just opens up an entirely different dimension. So the tight end group definitely has to be on point. Let me ask you this, because I don't really remember. What the hell? I guess injuries. Is that what happened with Blake Jarwin?
Yeah, man, his neck, his back, his neck and his back. His back got hurt, and them hips.
Did you say his neck and his back? Okay.
Yeah. Normally his back, and them hips,
Listen, I've heard some mumblings. When it came to Dalton Schultz, folks didn't really care for Dalton Schultz. You know what I'm saying? In the locker room, that's the rumblings that I heard. So when that kind of stuff happens, you kind of gotta move on. You gotta just move on. And at the time, we were very confident in the wide receiver room. I recall sometime last season before Dalton Schultz decided to show up, because there were times in the season where he just wasn't showing up. There were times when Fergie had to step in, and that was kind of like putting a light under Dalton a little bit. So we did walk into the season thinking that we would be perfectly fine with Ferguson, perfectly fine with Hendershot. And yeah, man, we gotta, that tight end room is crucial. That tight end room is crucial, man. So we gotta, like you said, that tight end is a safety blanket. I miss Jason Witten.
Wait. Well, we ain't asking for him to come back. You know what I'm saying? I get what you said, though.
Jason Witten, who was always, that man was always somehow open on third and long. God, dog, I never fret on a third and nothing, because I was like, somehow, some way, Jason Witten is going to be open. They're going to allow Jason Witten open, and that's just what it was. Tight ends are very important, so we definitely need to make a move. I know y'all heard about the Kyle Pitts noise. Yeah, you heard about that Kyle Pitts noise.
Oh yeah.
What you think about that?
I think that what need to happen, I think the Atlanta Falcons need to lose by 2 more games, 3 more games, not one, but 2 or 3 more games. I'm talking about badly.
Just get Kyle Pitts. What is this, his second year?
Y'all help me out. Is it third or second year?
Got to be his third.
He was drafted the year of what? Was he drafted the year before, right? Parsons, right?
I think this is his third year.
Yeah. Y'all help me out what year it was, And when she was talking about Witten, she ain't talking about the old Witten, y'all. She talking about the 08, that 09 Witten-ish. You know what I'm saying? 2010 Witten.
Y'all know about prime Witten.
Oh, yeah, prime Witten.
I ain't talking about old big slow Witten.
The Witten with the hair, you know what I'm saying? Not the ball Witten.
Witten with the hair, that's the Witten that I'm talking about. Yeah.
This is third season from what I'm hearing from Brandy. She's at third season.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much saying that third. So what's your thoughts on that? You said they got to at least lose 2 games and build, because he was a first round pick.
Yeah, he's first round pick, so he still can be on his rookie's contract, and then you can get him for cheap. You can do promise to pay. You can do the Trey Lance deal for him.
Klarna after pay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Stuff with him. We can
I'm looking at it like this. You insert him on this team, it will immediately create more opportunities instead of Peyton Hendershot, who got like Parkway phalanges right now. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Hendershot had him about 2 or 3 tubs. You know what I'm saying? But he just can't come down with the ball. And I like Peyton Hendershot, but he ain't no Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts was stretched the field a little bit better, and he's a good inline blocker for most people that don't understand that. He can block inline. I think that he will flourish in this particular system. And just like, for example, a lot of people dogged Dalton Schultz last season, but the biggest impediment to Dalton Schultz was Cooper Rush, because he no longer had Dak Prescott targeting him and throwing him the ball. And then on top of that, he ended up getting a PCL injury, right? So he could never back up for what his franchise tag was. Remember this with franchise tag, ladies and gentlemen. Either you got to perform the exact same numbers that you did or better. And that could be the same song and dance with Tony Pollard, but we will talk about on another day. But with the whole ideology of getting Kyle Pitts, the Atlanta Falcons got to be able to buy into the dream of you got Bijan Robinson, who is really nice, right?
Who's more than a running back? He's a weapon.
Close your eyes.
He's a playmaker. That's what Bijan sold himself on.
Yeah. Ashley, close your eyes right quick and imagine this. Bijan Robinson, Caleb Williams.
Oh no, I'm done imagining.
Oh my goodness, for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So they got to buy into that. They got to tank for that. You know what I'm saying? So they had to get rid of something. They had to get rid of some more of their weapons, right? So if you can sell the ideal, if Atlanta Falcons lose and they got Bijan and they can fool around and get Caleb. They've been known to tank before because that's how they got Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put nothing past the Atlanta Falcons. And if they want to go fire sale, then hey, just get in line. When there's smoke, there's fire. I'll take Kyle Pitts over here.
I would take Kyle Pitts as well. Again, I think he's a major upgrade from the guys in our current tight end room. And I think that, like, you see them, they going crazy. It's hilarious in the chat. You look reading the chat.
Devontae Adams is a better trade than Pitts. But one thing I don't want to happen.
It's anonymous with us, and I'm not getting my hopes up. Y'all saw me all off season getting my hopes up for that damn DeAndre Hopkins. They never come. So I'm not getting my hopes up about Devontae Adams. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing. It's not our receivers. I don't really think that the receivers are the issue. I think Gallup is fine. Coop is fine. Brandon Cooks is fine. I mean, Coop. Good Lord, I miss Brandon. God, Lord, I miss Coop. CD is fine. I do miss
CD is fine.
I miss Amari a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think our wide receivers room is the issue here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta throw the ball a bit more. I remember on Sunday, I'm thinking to myself, when is Dak going to take a shot down the field? And I understand the new philosophy of the Texas Coast offense being those, short, quick, routes and throws and stuff like that. I was waiting for him to take a shot. He finally took that shot down the field. And it ended up being money. That has to happen a bit more for me. But I think that the wide receiver room is fine. I just think that other things need to, complement the wide receiver room. Why we didn't see Deuce Vaughn at all this past Sunday is beyond me. Again, that's another dimension of the offense that you have to open up game after game. Again, the tight end room opens up. Once you have these pieces coming in and complementing the wide receiver room, the offense will be fine as long as we got a good offensive line.
Offensive line, and that's one of the things we're going to touch on in the future.
We got so much. Well, how did we get? Can I ask y'all a question? How did we get here? It's week 4, and we're talking about the tight end room being an issue, the offensive line being an issue. Damn it, we don't have a corner because I don't understand why the hell Jordan Lewis didn't get the start on the outside over Deron Bland, but we can talk about that later. How did we get here?
Well, we got here through I don't know, this injury bug. That bug normally spread around in different departments, but this bug hit the O-line room like, hey, Tyra, you can't go, right? Yeah, I can go. 5 minutes before the game. Hey, I can't go, man. I can't go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and here's the thing, my eyesight bad. So I'm looking at TV, from a distance. I got a 60-inch TV in my room, Lord, don't matter, I can't see.
Right.
Far. And I'm looking and I'm like, 77 is out there. There was 71 the whole time. Is 71. I'm like, damn, what is Tyron doing? That's not Tyron. I'm like, okay.
Chuma Edoga.
Yeah. Oh my. Don't even.
Now, here's the thing though. The first 2 weeks he did a solid job playing down inside. But when you on an island all by yourself, oh my goodness, he was like one of those survival shows. He was naked and afraid out there. And he was letting everybody get a free pass and to get around him to go straight to the quarterback. So it was terrible for us to see that. And the only reason why we were able to stay afloat is because Dak Prescott is semi-elusive. You know what I'm saying? Sure. He can elude just a little bit. And it was just terrible for us. And then we just never could get anything on it. I would say this too. There could have literally been 3 touchdowns though. if Brandon Cooks was a little bit taller. You know what I'm saying? Because he is kind of short, and Dak Prescott got to get used to that. And that was his first game back from a knee. I know people gonna talk about, hey, those are just excuses.
Wait.
If that was D-Hop, he'll catch it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, in the end zone. Yeah. D-Hop catching that one.
You know, from what I've heard and kind of been taught, and what I've seen a bit, that he's certainly not a red zone threat for us. You know, no. Brandon Cooks is that deep threat. You know what I'm saying? He's not the red zone guy. But again, the ball could have been placed a little better, or again, like you said, he could have grown, you know, a couple inches in that moment, and maybe we're talking about a touchdown. That was certainly a pass interference, by the way. That they just decided to pick the flag up. That was disgusting. Whatever. There's just a lot of moving things in this game that made me very upset. And I'm rehashing them with you, and I'm getting angry all over again. And that's what y'all here for. That's we family, you know what I'm saying? But
we supposed to be talking about the Patriots. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? We had to. But see, we missed a week, so that's why we had to go back into the bag of all of this horror and talk about this, right? Yeah. And I guess this is kind of like reverse therapy. We gonna get through this.
How do we fix this?
How do we fix this?
Now, let's move on, because you're right. We got the Patriots coming up. Sunday Night Football. Is it Sunday Night Football? No, it's not. It's Game of the Week.
Game of the Week. Yeah.
We got the Patriots. We're at Jerry World. I'm pretty sure I'm hearing that there's going to be some type of special ceremony for Zeke. We love Zeke here. I'm not going to love him when the clock start rolling.
He's supposed to be an enemy, but go ahead.
We love Zeke. What is even the status of our offensive line, Law?
Well, according to today, you heard on Life when that dude was reading through that report, it was like, anybody else want to open their mail? And everybody like, nah. All right, so today's report, hold on to y'all, butts over there in the chat. And today's report, Chuma Edoga, the backup, he hurt his elbow. Tyron Smith, he didn't practice. My guy, Zach Martin, he didn't practice. Oh, okay. Tyler
with the rehabilitation team, right?
They were the rehabilitation team. But the reason why I'm sitting here like, hey, all right, let's let this Wednesday go by. This could be like the Romo Wednesday flow. Now it just transformed into the Tyron and the Zach Martin's flow. You know what I'm saying? No practice on Wednesday. This Veteran Day, right? So we're going to roll out the same host of characters or cast of characters, because Terrence Steele, he practiced today. TJ Bass, he practiced today. Brock Hoffman, he practiced today. You know what I'm saying? Hoffman.
And we picked up another Billy Price.
Yep. And my thing is, my only thing is with Billy Price, he allowed more sacks in the last 2 seasons then you can argue that Zach Martin and Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele, all of them combined, never allowed. You see what I'm saying? He allowed 5 sacks and he allowed 11 penalties last season. He was the center for the Cincinnati Bengals. So you can take that with a grain of salt. He is a veteran guy. He's been around. He was a former first-round draft pick. But I'm just calling a spade a spade. Like give me more Brock Hoffman. I don't want to see penalty machine Billy Price in there, although he was signed to the practice squad. I just don't want to see that dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they said Tyler Bigger dish. Oh, my bad. A bigger dish. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed a bit, Law. Like, what is this? What is this? I didn't hear about Edoga. I didn't even know about it. And that's, listen. So who the hell is playing? Me and you? Me and you.
No.
Let me tell you something. Me and you, Lanaya playing. Who else is in these comments? Suit up, because it's time. Randy, get out there. Speed, JV, come on. It's time. It's time for us to suit up. Cowboys Nation, stand up, because they need us. Apparently they need us. Like this is the only good thing that the silver lining is everything is in week 3 and week 4.
Everything is in week 3
This is
and
not
week
happening at the end of the season.
4.
So what lineup are we looking for on Sunday? What lineup are we anticipating?
Well, I would go with this to be optimistic. And let me read this super chat because I don't want to let it escape my mind. Randy says, I'll give a second in Tolbert for, I guess, Kyle Pitts. So he's giving up a second round pick in Tolbert. And he says, what's y'all thoughts? And she is a beautiful lady and knows some awesome football awesome. Yeah.
Randy.
Randy Watson.
He giving up Tolbert?
I wouldn't give up the youth. You know, I'd give up that second round draft pick though. In a conditional, conditional third or something like that. Because we doing them a favor and we got to take on the contract. A trade supposed to be, I give you a little, you give me a little, what I'm saying? You don't supposed to be lopsided.
Yeah. Wiggle, a little something, something.
Yeah. Let's work this out, So that's how I look at it. But far as the offensive line play, I'm gonna be optimistic. Law once again. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Tyron Smith. It's gonna be Tyron, Tyler, Brock, Zach, Terrence.
Okay.
That's a good offensive line, and then
that's a good offensive line.
If Tyler Biadasz,
that's best case scenario.
Best case scenario, if Tyler Biadasz get back.
Yeah.
But then again, I'll be looking at it like how it took Tyler Smith 2.5 weeks to get back, and it only took you 1 week to get back from that ham. You know what I'm saying? Hammy strain. You know what I'm saying? So come on, now what's going on?
All hammies are not created equal.
I mean, he should have had his butt out there last week, then.
Hey, Law, your face is like, oh no. Listen, okay, fine. Let's just say that's the offensive line. Okay, let me tell you something. For those that don't know, for those that have been under the rock, New England got a nasty defense led by Matthew Judon and company. Okay, they have a very, very that defense is very, very good. So I am, for me, again, let's just say that's the offensive line. Then you have maybe Dak doesn't need to be. He's not as rushed. Things aren't falling apart around him so quickly because you have those veteran guys that's going to hold up on that line. Maybe a bit more time to be more decisive.
Right.
I just don't know, Law.
I like this right here. Stop calling context excuses. Those are literally different things. Yes.
For sure.
So when we giving out the context, people think, hey, y'all said excuses, right? Yeah. I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For context, if you got a 4-cylinder car and I got an 8-cylinder car and we got to go up a hill and I'm pulling something, towing something, and you pulling something and towing something, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make it up the hill before you. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because of the torque, because of the piece of equipment I got. It's not that, hey, stop making excuses. The 4-cylinder car should be able to climb that hill, Law. No, it's just what it is. So when we break this down, we see as a quarterback in a West Coast system, your routes concepts are designed to your feet work, right? So on a 7-step drop, you're going to have your boys up front to do their job. In Chuma Edoga, when you talking about a something that couldn't bust through a wet paper bag, literally, he couldn't bust through a wet paper bag. The only thing that he was good at and great at, collectively speaking, was in run block, right? So, or run pro. So he was able to do that. The whole unit was able to do that. And if you can ask anybody who's north of 300 pounds, would they rather lean forward or fall back? Let me know. They're going to say they'd rather lean forward. That's why Tony Pollard able to put up 122 yards. That was great.
Yeah, he had so those individuals that are like, oh, we miss Zeke. I'm like, he put up 122 yards on the ground, y'all. Like, what are we doing here? We missed the. Listen, here's my thing, and I said this to my guy Tuck. Shout out to Tuck. Y'all know Tuck.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Jay Tuck.
You don't miss Zeke we missed the philosophy that we had in the red zone with Zeke.
And
that philosophy can be carried out by Hunter Lipke. If you give him the ball, I think that he can be a red zone threat. He can be that guy that's a red zone threat. So we just gotta. I just don't even know where to start, man. Last week
they killing me. I shouldn't have said 4-cylinder. They say, "Oh, so Dak is a Hunter." You know what I'm saying? My home must be that V8. You know what I'm saying? All right, man, leave me alone, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy, like, man. I see I do it. See, Law, you finally coming out for real on about Dak Prescott. You call him a 4-cylinder. But
what you say, Law, you know you gotta watch what you say, bro.
I gotta watch what I say. But yeah, the ideal of Ezekiel Elliott down inside the red zone on matching the physicality. Look, if you never throw the punch, you ain't gonna never hit anything. We
That's
never
real.
threw the punch with Hunter Lupke. Yes. I call him 40 ounce. You know, He's a hell of a blocker. He blocked for good plays, man, for Tony Pollard. Spring him over for a 15-yard run. Even himself averaged 5.3 yards per toe. Can somebody let me know what's 5 times 3? You know what I'm saying? How many yards that would be? You know.
Y'all the mathematicians in there.
Yeah.
Y'all know everything. Tell them what it is. No. There's a couple of things. And to be honest, listen, this is a get right game for us. I know somebody in the chat said that he doesn't see what's special about that defense. They're warming up. They're warming up. I think that the New England defense is a great defense.
Yeah,
I think
you know what you're talking about.
I think that the New England defense is the best defense in the AFC.
Hold on. Keep talking. I'm gonna help you out right quick.
Yeah. Their defense is like it's between them and the Jets being the best defense in their own division. You know what I'm saying? So
we're gonna pull this up right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're gonna see where we at and where they at. You know what I'm saying? So hold on.
That's no competition there.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You know, our defense, we crazy. Yeah, Judon's crazy with it.
All right, can you see that screen right there? You know, pull it to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see that?
Side action. You know what I'm saying?
Right after Dallas, they're
all
fit.
Right, so they right there up there. Dallas right up there. Defensive leader yards allowed. They up there. You know what I'm saying? And for reference, I don't see the Cardinals up there. Look what happened to us. Yeah.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. Indeed. You know, we're going to be seeing a pretty good defense. So their top end looks like just yards allowed, but
top 5.
They're nothing to sleep on. And again, Bill Belichick is an incredible coach who knows how to target your weakness. Where are they?
They way down here on the side.
That's in total defense, ain't it?
No, the pass. This is
pass defense.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where they at on this on that number right there. But they up there, you know, as far as defensive leaders, and this is where they at number 5. And boy, Miami, God dog, 550. Them boys rolling.
That's insane.
That's insane. And look, Kelly Moore. Yeah, you got Kelly Moore up there, man.
Okay, we had those numbers too. We were offensive leaders every time. We already know that Kelly gonna do that. We already know that.
He up there with all of it. You know what I'm saying? But what you want to see is, of course, we up there with the turnovers, number 1 team in turnovers, forcing turnover differentials there, and we up there with sacks or what have you, and then we up there with defensive leaders.
Y'all, what was it that you just looked up? I'm sorry, you passing for them? What did you see with passing that they were way down the chart?
Let me go.
The passing game.
As far as them passing the ball?
No, as far as us, do they struggle in? Does their defense struggle against the pass? Is that what you just showed me, where they were way down the board?
Oh, I clicked on this, but they was already number 5, so that's why I couldn't see them. You know what I'm saying? I was overshooting it because they right here.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. They up there.
That's defense, but we were at passing on the last screen when I thought it was total defense, and they were all the way down the board.
Okay, let me go to another site, and then we'll be able to pull that up.
Because then that means that we can kind of have our day passing.
Mm-hmm. I think they got a guy, a rookie, who played for Oregon. Y'all help me out. Put his name down in the chat. He's pretty good this season. Gonzalez, I believe, and he's been solid for them or what have you. So, I mean, it is what it is. far as PFF, let me see if I can pull up PFF on this thing. Y'all bear with me, man. We build it as we fly.
I'll say this though, while you looking that up, if I saw that they were way down the board, as far as passing, and so far, then that's definitely an area that we want to attack. And I would love for this to be the game where our tight ends come alive and hold on to the balls, pause. But I expect CD to eat. Let me see.
I like it broken down right here. So they are 26 in points scored. That's offensive, and then defensive points allowed at 9th. So that's top 10. And then the overall defense, they're 6th ranked, and that's what we just saw because we 5th ranked.
Correct.
So far, in the overall defense.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason why I can't go off of this, let me put in the cards. You'll see a different story here. So they got Peppers. Y'all remember him? He was a guy, Jabril Peppers. He's a thumper. He's a thumper now. You can lose him good out in coverage. He's not a great cover guy.
Yes.
And they got him on the top of the roof here. So if you're looking for any weakness out of his game, but somehow this is his best start of the season. And that's the Bill Belichick effect too, though.
Exactly. Bill's gonna have his defense looking like some dogs. Let's be very clear.
Like you said, like you alluded to, Matthew Judon, he's a guy that you would definitely have to be mindful of, especially if you have a Chuma Edoga out there. Now, if you have an equalizer like Tyron Smith, we'll be okay. If you have the equalizer like Terrence Steele on the edges, I'm okay. I think that those boys will be able to match up well against Matthew Judon. But outside of that, shoot.
Yeah, we're hoping that we have those guys. And also, I will say, I don't know how good these numbers are. I mean, I see like Judon is at a 67.1. I'm going to assume that's okay.
Oh, yeah. It's still too soon because they basing these numbers off of the
But I want to also, for everybody to keep in mind, these teams get up when they see Dallas Cowboys on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? They decide any team decides they want to play out of their mind good on particular days when they're going up against the Cowboys. So while it may seem like somebody is just not having that great of a season, again, we're only 4 games in. When it seems like they haven't been all that, it's nothing. They're nothing to sneer at, man. People are gonna bring their best when it comes to the Cowboys, and then they're gonna be trying different stuff. I guess I can imagine Bill is probably going. You think he's gonna be disguising some coverages? Sure. See how fast, you know what I'm saying? That get through him. Bill ain't no joke on the defense.
Right. And this is a hybrid type of guy. Kyle Duggar, he's a guy that we had high on our draft boards, man, the year that we was looking at some players. And Kyle Duggar is that safety that, he's a thumper. He come down and hit and field. And he's a guy that you don't, he's an opportunistic guy. So if you throw a wild ball, he'll catch it and go take it a distance too. So he's the guy that you have to worry about in the backfield. The Gonzalez kid, that's who I was talking about earlier. He's the guy he's a 4.38 guy, as you can see his speed. He's a good cover corner, hard to get off of his ankles there when he's backpedaling. He's a real good vision guy. So he's going to be a guy that we have to be mindful of. You can't throw ill-advised balls his way.
He will be right there reading.
You're right there reading. This is another person that we have to be mindful of. Kendrick Bourne, he was the guy in 2021 that caught that big pass on Trayvon Diggs and DeMonte KZ and took it to the house, so he's a sneaky guy. Kendrick Bourne and this guy Boutte, where he at? Where Keyshawn at? Let me see if I can find it. Maybe he's in there. I don't see him. I don't see him out here. He's the third wide out. Okay. But he's the guy. And then they got these twin set tight ends that I'm not worried about at all because we got the equalizer of that. Here's my thoughts on this altogether. If we can continue, because Jones ain't gonna be able to run like Dobbs.
Yeah,
he's a sitting duck.
He for sure. I'm not worried about him with Michael Parsons in any case.
Right. So we got to slap him around just like we did Wilson and Daniel Jones, and we'll be all right. Daniel Jones could run too. He killed us when they opened the drive, but we kept slapping him around. So as long as you slap Mac Jones around, I think that we got this game. And I think that we'll make them one-dimensional. Shut down the run, try to get these boys to throw the ball. It'll be over with for them.
I like that too. I think that we will. I think our defense is going to. They're going to bounce back. I'm not worried. I'm really not worried about the defense this week. Force them into, specifically Mac Jones, into mistakes. We got to get back to getting the ball back in our possession. We got to get back to turnovers. I would love a pick 6 in this game. You know what I mean? Put some points on the board to kind of make up for what we may lack. I don't know what our red zone offense is going to look like, but hey, you know, I have no problem with the defense helping out, putting points on the board. So I expect, like you said, the run to be pretty contained. Again, us forcing getting pressure on Mac Jones, forcing him into some mistakes, and you know, those creating turnovers and just giving us extra possessions. To damn it, get it right.
Yes, indeed.
We didn't get no extra possessions last game to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's try it again in the red zone. Let's try. I think our defense will be up to the task this week. They're not satisfied with the performance.
I got my Sharpie out. You see when I get that Sharpie out? You see it? That's the first time we done seen the 16th.
Sharpie law. Look at this. 16th. 16th.
We're gonna step it up.
And that's all for one game. Because we damn sure wasn't 16 through the first 2 weeks.
No, we wasn't 16. We dropped about 4 or 5 points there. We was in the top 10 category, believe it or not. But, you know, as far as the efficiency levels here, we just going to have to get better altogether. This is the guy.
Let me ask you a question really quick. Can you switch to the defensive side of us? Oh, we are on defense. We on defense.
We on defense right now.
So what's your
what defense you want me to look at too?
Defense is fine.
Because I can go to nickel just because we play so much nickel.
Nickel.
You got Bland on the outside here.
How do you feel about Bland on the outside this week?
I think Bland, he gave up 2 passes last week with only, I believe, right at 24, 25 yards. So I would take that every week, right? You
wouldn't switch to have Lewis? You don't think that Bland is – you don't like Bland like on the inside a bit more?
I like the physicality that Bland brought to the inside and the speed factor. He's a real sure 4.3, 4.4 guy, and we missed that speed down inside. And I think that Lewis, shout out to him, but he's slow. I think he's still playing himself into shape, you know.
Okay.
He's still playing himself into shape.
Okay.
This guy, slow. This guy, slow. You know what I'm saying? Clark, I don't know. I think Clark, he got the speed, but he's running into the wrong gaps here. You know, he be running into he over pursuit to the wrong location. This guy, they say, slow until you know. I'm talking about Van Der Esch. But when do he know? He's the only non-brother that I know that got CPT time. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, come on, bro. You know, see hole, hit hole. You know. Hey, I want you to get down in there. Feel it. Put your nose in there. And when it's time to scrape. Get down in there. That's what we want to see you. But he'll see it and say, I guess I'll go. I'll be there. Hey, Ash, you know how they say, man, hey, where you at? Hey, where you at, man? I'm about 5 minutes away, man.
You ain't no 5 minutes away.
Hey,
you ain't no
man.
5 minutes away.
I'm right down the street, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what time the party is? I'm on my way. Where you at? What time the party is, man? No, where you at? Hey, man, the party's at 7 o'clock. And I'll be there around about 7:30. I thought you was on your way, dog.
That's what I'm saying. No, but that makes sense, though. Oh, brother. Just like, God, dog. Like,
I won't be mad at Parsons now over pursuing.
Right.
Because, you know, Mac Jones ain't going to kill him for 30, 40 yards running the ball on the head.
Yeah, for sure.
So he king in this game.
Oh,
I think Law going to have a king in this game.
Is this supposed to be a crown?
It's supposed to be crown, not Royale. You know what I'm saying? The crowns go hard.
I need the Sharpie vibes over here because I think, I don't know, I actually was really bad in art. I don't do well in art. So you probably got the Sharpie vibes down more than I would. So I'll take that crown. Next time make it like gold. Why you keep, what is this red?
Oh, okay. Well,
no, you don't have to redo it. Oh, you can shade it in. Shade it in gold. Yeah.
Shade it in gold.
Yeah.
The more you know.
God. Lord have mercy. Let me get my.
Oh man, I'm messing up. Oh man, I'm putting the Niners colors up here. What that see? I look like oh my goodness, I'm blaming you now. We look like
my bad, y'all.
Look like the Niners over here, you know.
All right, so what? Pressure to Mac Jones,
mm-hmm.
Containing the run. Should be easy enough.
So in our nickel, I didn't know that we go with Ghost and Odighi Ozua. So what I want to see more of in this game is messing up the house. Here we go. I want to see more of let me go back to this base right here.
You want to see more Hankins?
I want to see more big boy in this game. I think that he can apply the pressure right here, come down and feel on whoever we going up against, and just create alleyways for Law to get down there.
Yeah.
Create alleyways for Parsons to get in there. Elson's been a man out here, but if you can clearly see Law and Parsons with them 91s, man, they've been killing it. That's how they graded them. But as you can look at Gilmore, he's been getting toast lately. Gilmore, he's been spectacular the first game. Caught an interception, and then that Jets game and last game, I'm sitting like, hey.
He was getting cooked last game. And that's a little bit of concern of mine, because are they going to start to target that side? I mean, now, I don't know. I just don't know.
What the chat
we all know that he was coming in a little. He ain't the same. Listen, we know he wasn't the same Stephon Gilmore. Like, he ain't prime Stephon Gilmore. We know this. But he definitely was getting. He was getting a little.
That boy getting cooked. And this dude right here. That boy right here, my guy Wilson. I'm like, man, what he got? Concrete blocks for feet. But the only reason why I'm gonna give a pass on Wilson, he didn't play none preseason because of the injury, and he got a short stay out there in the off season because of that calf.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to give Joe Burrows a pass because they got the same type of calf injury, I'm gonna give him a pass. But what I don't like is when you bench a guy that was playing really good, and his name is Wanye Thomas. You remember him, number 30?
Wanye had a penalty that kind of pissed me off Sunday.
Did you go and see how they flag whooped us on that?
I just saw the penalty and I saw Wanye.
No, you didn't see that penalty. They lied.
I gotta remember. I just remember Wanye Thompson. I'm like, what the hell are you doing out there, Wanye?
He was an innocent man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fine. Yeah. Wanye. I like Wanye. Wanye gonna definitely take advantage when he's given the opportunity. He's gonna take advantage of his time when he out there on the field. So definitely, should be looking at him more. Okay, so that's your breakdown of the defense.
Yeah,
big boy in there. Wanye, keep Bland on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the inside. Bland
no, outside. No, keep him on the outside.
Keep Lewis on the inside. Gilly gotta get up because we don't know what's going on with Gil. He be getting cooked a little bit. Boy,
getting cooked.
Not mad if Michael over pursue. Cool. All right.
I ain't mad at it. Here's my only thing is, if anybody know Gilmore, will be Bill Belichick.
For sure.
He won his ring over there. So Bill Belichick know Gilmore. So
yeah.
So we're gonna have to be mindful of that, and we'll see how they attack. And there's one other person that I need to touch on. Yeah, Jordan Lewis.
Yes.
If he have one of those, hey, what is this? Movements or moments, then it's time. It's time for us to just cut bait, move Izzy down inside, Izzy McCommell. I think that he can fit right on in at that role inside the slot and start playing around with it. Cowboy Nation, you got a 6'3", 6 foot. How tall is Izzy? 4'3" guy. He got speed. He'll make it difficult for the opposition instead of having somebody who's 5'9".
When he's in there on Sunday, I'm gonna be paying attention to that.
Let's pay attention to that, and let's not hefty scratch him, or put Wanye there, somebody there. But that's about it.
Lewis,
I like Lewis, my guy. I like Lewis, man. I think that he's a real, He whooped Joe Lewis's ass. You know what I'm saying?
I like him, but listen, I like him. I hear you, bro. Okay.
Yeah. But we don't have time to experiment. These games valuable. You know what I'm saying? Rotate him in. You know what I'm saying? Just rotate him in. You know.
What we can't do is drop down to 2-2. Again, this is not a conference game, so I'm like, we need to win the game. We should beat the Patriots. Again, I'm not pushing the panic button. If God knows why, some reason we dropped this damn game, but we definitely need to figure this stuff out quick. We got to figure it out fast. Y'all think Zeke and Will Gray over there giving them eye plays and hand signals, and what y'all think about that? That came out in the news too.
Will Grill giving all the secrets away.
Like I balled out that last preseason game and y'all still cut me. Will Grizz, he giving out all the Krabby Patties recipe. He giving out the whole recipe over there. I agree.
Will Grill said, "Y'all gonna do this to me? Y'all gonna do this to me?"
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nah, but we gonna see, man. God, Law. Do we need to go live on Sunday if they piss me off?
We do. I hit you up. Let's go live there with it. Just jump on in.
Don't piss me off, and I'm gonna be excited because they're back to what I know that they can be. I think I might still want to come and like be excited and vent. We'll talk.
I got a super chat from Randy again. Thank you, for being a sponsor of this show. Basically, he said, "Would you give a first for Denver Patrick Surtain? Even though we got to pay Parsons already, already paid my guy Diggs.
Nah.
Don't you know? If we fool around and get Patrick Surtain,
know about PS2, man.
Roll Tide, and then you get Trayvon Diggs back. You still got that 5th-year option for Parsons. Shoot, it's either look when you know your team is this close, go ahead and do it.
Huh? He asking for a first, though. Are you giving up a first?
That's going to be the 32nd pick anyway. You know what I'm saying? Ooh,
talk about it. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, they're going to be the 32nd.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, Parsons, let's go. Run it up.
You know what? My bad. That's my bad, Law. You right about that. That's going to be number 32. And have fun. That's going to be number 32 anyway. You absolutely right. You right.
All we need to do.
That's the second round for real anyway.
That second round, all we need to do is have the Broncos to lose again by 60 to 70 points or something like that something like that.
I'm saying blow that thing up already. I'm like, damn.
Blow it up. Give me Jerry Jeudy for a consolation prize. You know what I'm saying? Give me no weapons over there. You know what I'm saying? Look, you thinking now. You thinking.
Denver should blow it up. Denver might have to look at another quarterback. My man, Russell Wilson.
No, Sierra husband, man. What's going on with him?
He might be washed, y'all. That's unfortunate.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world. That man is. I feel bad for Russ. Like, that man hit the cliff quick.
And then future music pumping too. I'm sitting like, you listen to Future, you be like, yeah, his music hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Russ playing like garbage right now. Sierra pregnant right now. Somebody need to go do one of them. Oh.
It's an evil world we live in.
Colorado is not in a good state after last week.
Do that pregnancy test.
That's pretty bad.
I'm burned up. I'm burning all bridges, man. Shout out to you, Russ, man. We love y'all over there. Broncos, let's ride.
Russell Wilson hasn't been the problem this year. Their defense is trash. Your defense absolutely cannot give up 70 points. So and this was like we were talking about Denver defense being like a top defense. That's just bad, man.
Yeah, it's bad because they got weapons. And then they got the coach that a third of the Cowboy Nation over here wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely wanted PS2. I wanted PS2 bad. I wanted PS2 real bad, but it's cool.
That's cool. Let's go get him. Let's go get him for that first round draft pick. I'll take him over Kyle Pitts. Anybody want to debate that? I'm defense. I'm biased anyway, so
I gotta see. Maybe I might be singing that same tune if the tight ends don't show up again this week. I mean, if the tight ends do show up, if the tight ends show up, I might be singing that same tune. But the tight ends got to show up, bro. Like
Tight end got
we
okay.
need
I see what
that.
you're saying.
Yeah. So if they show up, maybe I'm back on the Dallas Cowboys tight end train. If they don't, you can give me Pat. You know what I'm saying? You can give me Kyle Pitts. We need some help. We need some help.
My guy C said, hey, low key, Russell haven't been that bad.
Yeah, they said it was the defense. I haven't really watched Denver.
I haven't watched the game, so maybe it's no longer Sierra Hudson. Maybe he's doing his job. Broncos, let's ride. You know, I'm just looking at it like 70-20.
70-20 is disgusting.
You got to put that on the quarterback at this point.
Yeah. The coach, quarterback, defense.
Somebody getting the blame on the offense. Come on, man.
Defense got to be. They probably cried themselves to sleep that night. That's just absolutely nasty work. I thought that was a college score.
Yeah, it is nasty work right there.
What's your score prediction? Are you giving out score predictions?
It's way too soon. But since you asked, I just predict us to win. I'll take 9-6 right now. I'll take an ugly game, the ugly duckling game, however they say. I would take 13-12 right now. So 3-2. I'm gonna take a win, and I just want us to come out victorious one way or another.
For sure, me too. I think it's too early for scores. I got to see who we're gonna have at our disposal,
right?
Before I give a score prediction. But I do expect us to win. Like you saying, I don't care how we win the damn game. I don't care how ugly it is. Win the damn game. I would like to see my squad score a touchdown. You talking about some damn 9-6? Nah, it's not about to be no field goal game. No, that does not make me feel better about my offense. I need my offense to begin to click, to begin to get sync in some capacity, because it's a win. But I am very, very, very big on how we win. We're not field goals ain't gonna get it in week 5. Field goals ain't gonna get it against the Bills. Field goals ain't gonna get it against the Dolphins. Nah, we need to.
So what you trying to say, Ash? So if it's 9-6 versus 9, you don't think I'm not gonna be talking some Donkey Kong type of stuff over here?
You just want to win, Law.
I just want to win.
You just ready for the win.
I'm just ready for the win. I don't care how we beat the Niners.
Field goals. Damn that.
Okay. So but not for this week. Safety. You said not for this week, though. Okay, I give it what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah, man. I need something convincing, man. I need. It's just I don't want to talk about it.
In closing. So tell me about what you've been doing as far as sports after dark.
I appreciate you for taking my mind off the stress, because I'm stressed. I told you I'm y'all emotional. I'm up and down with Dallas. I'm up and down. Sports After Dark is great. We did not do Sports After Dark after hours this week, but we've been doing the spaces. Y'all need to make sure that y'all are popping in to the Twitter spaces after every primetime game or primetime night. So we're running a space Thursday night. We're running a space Sunday night. We're running a space Monday night. Make sure you get in the club early, because the spaces are only going 2 hours after start time. We are not staying up all night like we used to, people. For those that's being, y'all know. Yes, thank you, Law. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all see it right here, Sports After Dark YouTube channel. Help us get to 500. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Okay.
Let me slow you down right quick.
Ooh.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
What you about to say?
There should be no excuses for the Bucks, and I ain't talking about Tampa. Talk to me. Just give the nation a little sauce on what happened with that breaking news.
Mr. Damian Lillard traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. There was a lot that was in exchange for that. Dame wanted to go to Miami. We talk basketball too on Sports After Dark, y'all. I love me some NBA. So yeah, he wanted to go to Miami. Nah, not having it. He is with arguably a top 2 player in the league at this point. People said that Portland did him dirty because he wanted to go to Miami. I actually think that Portland, me and my co-host Young Heavy was actually talking. Portland actually did that man a service, because that is probably it's almost without a doubt you're going to likely reach the NBA championship with Giannis Antetokounmpo, with Chris Middleton. I don't like that they gave up Drew. Drew Holiday is now with the Blazers, but I think that they'll look to trade him away. he's a hell of a defender and he can drop buckets. So I'm surprised they didn't find a way to keep him. But with Chris Middleton being your third best scorer, look, I know it's checks and balances, right? They're automatically the favorites. I think they're like plus 375 to win it all at this point. So it's still like a little bit of good value there. I talk betting too, y'all. Yeah, check me out.
Oh yeah, check her out. Get some coins with that.
I talk betting too. So I don't bet on Dallas though. I don't do no betting on Dallas. Hell no, I'm too emotional. I don't do no betting on Dallas.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, this is good. This is really, really good. Shout out. I'm happy for Dame. He's gonna have a legit chance. He was traded to a bona fide contender in the Milwaukee Bucks. Him and Giannis are gonna be disgusting. Like straight up, they're gonna be disgusting. I really don't know who challenges them in the East. So yeah, we're excited in the NBA world.
Y'all put that down. Who challenged them coming out of the East? Because
I mean, Boston is always going to be a part of the conversation. You got the 76ers, Joel Embiid, and them just not going to lay down.
They just still talking about Jalen. He just ain't going.
Jalen Brown. I mean, Jalen Brown, all right. Jalen Brown is okay. Listen, it's a little bit of the shift. You know, the West got all them stars over there. You know, the East now got a new star in Damian. This Dame time. Him and Giannis are going to wreak havoc. I don't know. There's no doubt in my mind that they end up at the end.
Ooh, look at Timothy. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Timothy.
We got something for you right here, Timothy. Come on, man.
Stop that now. Oh no, Leon. I'm sure.
All I ask.
We gotta check on that, Leon. I appreciate you for subscribing.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Yeah, I don't know about that Kobe Shaq 2.0, Timothy.
No. He ain't there.
With your folks. See what you started with the nation, the Law Nation.
Look, we didn't start it. We didn't started it all the way. But you know, my Lakers gonna do something.
See, gotta throw that in there.
I gotta throw my Lakers in there, but you know it is.
For betting purposes, I got a couple folks that's putting Bucks and Lakers to be the finals matchup. So there's some good value there.
Good value there. Okay, I might have to throw something at that. I might have to throw something at that.
I wouldn't bet on it. I just wouldn't bet on it.
Yes, indeed.
I wouldn't bet on it.
So, hey, before we get out of here, give me, because I see a name in here. Give me your top 3 Taylor Swift songs, because I don't know them. I don't know them. Let me know.
You said Taylor Swift?
Yeah, you know Taylor Swift, you know, because she been a hot topic. Everybody talking about Taylor Swift.
So over Taylor Swift talk. I know one Taylor Swift song.
What's that?
I think it's called Never Getting Back Together.
Never Getting Back Together. Okay.
It's like for your ex type song.
Okay.
Went out. That thing fire.
Okay, so she fire. So she's like the Beyonce of that side.
For sure.
Of that side. Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure is. Yes, she is.
I was like, Taylor Swift. I had to Google and look it up and see what kind of song she had. So y'all let me know what
remember how she came around though, Law.
How she came around?
Remember when Kanye, it was like video of the year, and Kanye got up on stage and was like, I'm sorry, Taylor, but Beyonce had the greatest video all time. Yeah, that's
hey, man, I apologize, man. Look.
She got put on. Shout out to Kanye.
Trick says, we do not listen to Taylor. Hey, it is no shade at Taylor. I just got to go back and then listen to some of it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This Ash. Hey, y'all be sure to check us out on Wednesday. We try to go live around this time to spit our mind. It's like therapy session for us. But we're going to be victorious next week, though. Ain't that right? Around this time.
I'm excited to come and talk X's and O's. Offense better, defense better. Deron Bland playing better on the outside. Defense ain't giving up a whole lot of runs. Hankins getting busy. Dak throwing touchdowns, no interceptions. It's going to be all of that next week, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Come on. One love, DC for life, not for short. We about. Thank all of those who supported. I appreciate y'all. Let's continue to grind and shine, baby.